Hey, everybody.
Good morning. We're Gear and Beer.
From Bozeman, Montana.
He's Blaise.
That's Joe. And we're going to talk to you about lovely beer from Bridger Brewing, our local sponsor here. If you're ever visiting the Yellowstone National Park, coming skiing in Bozeman, come check out Bridger Brewing.
Do it.
Lovely
Get
pizza and killer beer that they're making. They're going to open up a second location, canning. In fact, there's a gentleman, Conrad, shout out to you. You called from Austin, Texas. He bought the charcoal PRS
nice.
from our
Good
show.
guitar.
He's a fan of the show, him and his buddies, and he's like, the one thing to improve the show would be how do we get the beer that you're drinking?
Oh.
So when they start canning, we're going to have to
canning.
figure something out. Maybe we'll have some kind of a thing that we're doing there. And today we're going to talk about, it is Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We're not wearing costumes, but that's okay.
I sort of am.
Later on that, you have a big gig tonight.
I have a big gig. I'm playing Ween music by the band Ween tonight.
For Halloween.
The filling station. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, you learned a whole bunch of tunes.
Learned a bunch of tunes.
And then tomorrow night you're doing Day of the Dead.
Tomorrow night, Day of the Dead, Grateful Dead night. So I have about 50 songs that I have homework for this week.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I'm going to dress up as Dr. Rock, as in the
Dr.
Ween
Rock!
song. Yep.
Well, let's open this up. I'm very thirsty.
Drink this.
I had to use my own personal growler today.
And what's that called
And
again?
It's nice
the
and
Abbey.
cold.
The Abbey.
Abbey Hopper
Abbey
is what we
Hopper.
have today. Something different. It's a Belgian IPA.
Abbey Hopper. One of my favorite writers.
Yeah, Abbey Hopper.
Abbey Hopper.
He was a protester in the 60s, Abbey Hopper. And a motorcycle.
Dennis Hopper's cousin.
Abbey
Abbey Hopper.
Hoffman and Dennis Hopper. So anyway, we're going to pour this sucker and see how this guy handles
It's
our
a
brain.
Belgian.
Here you go, Dustin.
Belgian white. Belgian ale.
Hello, I'm close up, everybody, and we're pouring beer. Cheers.
Abbey Hopper. Thanks,
Looks
Bridger
good.
Brewing.
I like the color.
Cheers, Dustin.
It's almost got a haze to
It's a
it,
hazy
right?
thing. So it's the Belgian.
Belgian IPA. Let's try it out. I never had that before.
It's good. It tastes
I had a bad pour.
unfiltered.
Too much foam.
Am I correct? It's unfiltered. It's kind of got that vibe.
Isn't that like a
Sure.
Budweiser unfiltered, cold brewed, unfiltered?
It's just like Budweiser.
Yeah, this is just like Budweiser, but
It's good. It
with
does
more
have a
Abbeys. No, just kidding.
little hint of that saison kind of farmhouse.
Yeah, when I was picking this
Style.
up, she mentioned a saison. There's something in there, a little saison thing
It's got a
going
little
on.
bit of that funkiness.
Yeah,
I like
got
it.
that zip.
I like it. It's good morning beer.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's light, smooth. It's got that
Crisp.
Belgian-y, but it's a little more hoppy. It's
Crisp,
just what
refreshing.
the title suggests.
I like it. It'll go well with some Belgian chocolate. Some.
I think my palate's got to get used to it. And as it gets going, I'll be way into this. And I'll be face down naked in a ditch somewhere for Halloween when I should be trick-or-treating with my kids. Yeah, Guitar of the Week.
We've got the new Fender Vintera series.
Yeah.
They're out. They're here. We got the whole line at Music Villa here. So there's Strats, there's Jaguars, there's Jazzmasters, Mustang, Telly. We brought down the
Tellys.
Tellys just to kind of wrap our heads
Have a theme
around it.
Yeah,
have a
figure
theme
this
with
out.
it. Because there is a lot in there.
Yeah,
in the
50s,
Vintera.
60s, 70s.
Yeah, 50s, 60s, 70s, and two of each.
Yeah, one is going to be the the vintage
Vintage spec.
spec. You know, it's going to
Yep.
be more accurate to that decade. Where the
Yep.
other one's called a modified.
And the others modified, more modern features. So let's go over a
little
little bit of that.
yeah,
and that's why
hotter
we
pickups.
have here the vintage spec and versus the modified. Blaise has the modified one.
I'm a new kind of guy.
Check your
Yeah.
check out your volume knob. Is there a little button in there?
There is a little button.
There's
This
a
is
button.
an S1 button.
It's got an S1. He's also got a four-way
Not an eject.
switch, I believe, in there. Four-way.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, and this is 3, no button.
Right. So they're doing a little modification here that hot rod a little bit.
Yeah, so the big difference is going to be in the electronics and the radius of the fretboard. Those are the big differences that I noticed. So the vintage style ones, like for this one, for example, U-shaped neck, so it's a 50s, so they're giving it a big chunky U neck, and it's a 7 1/4 fretboard radius. That one, same big chunky neck.
Yeah, feels nice and big.
9.5 radius. So flatter fretboard on that.
Yeah. So I can do
Yep, exactly. And then S1.
modern.
S1 switch, a little bit hotter pickups on that guy. These are lower output, 50s voiced.
Yeah.
When you get into the 60s, that white one is the 60s with the Bigsby. That's the unmodified one. That's the straight up guy.
Extra hardware.
It's going to have a C neck, so it's a way flatter, skinnier neck. Again, the vintage one is going to have the 7 1/4 radius. Modern one will have the 9 1/2. This is the 70s. Might as well just show it real quick. Will you just hand me that one, Blaise?
Yes, Joe.
The one on the stand over there.
Oh, yeah.
Brownie there.
Oh, that reeks of vintage.
This is so 70s.
That's very 70s.
So this black one and this brown one are both 70s. So they're doing a thin line and a solid body. They've also got in the solid body that classic, like that chocolate brown 70s color you maybe
comes
have
with
seen.
a free box of Lucky Strikes of that thing, and all the and every who's the race car guy? There's the actor.
Oh yeah,
Steve McQueen. Yeah. Every Steve McQueen.
So this feels good. This thin line. It's got the 3-bolt like 70s style with the F. These 70s also have a C neck. Same kind of thing. They're doing the modern hot pickups version, the modified, and then the straight up. So these are both the straight up old school style.
Yeah, it's worth checking them out. You might if you're thinking I want the retro, you might play the modified and be like, damn, I like what this has to offer, or vice versa.
This is very Keith Richards, right? Everybody likes this model. I've always liked these.
Yeah,
or it's sort of like for a Les Paul guy, you got your switch up top, 4-knob kind of Les Paul configuration.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That is cool.
Big old pick guard on there.
A little something for everyone out there.
This one's a little more of a, little more gussied up. It's a little more of a.
That's ready for the Grand Ole
country
Opry.
Swagger. Yeah.
That's some outlaw country right there. Gonna get arrested. That's illegal. So anyway, that's that. It's the Vintera. Fender
Vintera series.
Vintera series.
Look at all the specs on our website too, guys. That was just quick specs for you. They're alder or ash bodies, depending. Check them out on the website. We've got all the specs there.
Yeah, they feel great. They feel like a nice high-end guitar. They're awesome. They're
I like that this has the 70s tuners. I don't know. We could go on and on, but about specs. But let's get on to the riff, man.
Riff of the week coming up.
Riff of the week.
Woo! I like to start off this riff with a cheers. Drink.
Yes,
Riff of the week. Let's have a drink to the riff of the week. I think that could be a new tradition.
Let's talk about the pedal we're going to run through here, too.
And speaking of drinking,
we've got
do a Led Zeppelin
the JHS Superbolt V2 version 2. It's supposed to be based on basically the Supro amps of the 60s. And I was thinking, Blaise wants to do a Led Zeppelin riff, Led Zeppelin 1 or 2.
Why not?
You guys can chime in, let us know. One of the early Zeppelin albums, though, was done, the legend is that it was done on a Supro amp. A lot of it. So,
now, speaking of amps,
let's talk about this Magnatone, yes. Also based on a fine, awesome vintage amp. And they did a really good job recreating these, I think, and the old Magnatones are hard to even come by. So
they sound great.
This company is very cool.
I haven't played the vintage one, so I hate to say I'm not a
our friend Tom.
They sound killer.
Our friend Tom got one of these, the last one that we had. He loves it. He plays in a band. And he's been
around a while too.
He's been playing
ear
for tone, for
played
sure.
a lot of amps, and this is what he's got now.
Yeah, and he's got boutique amp guy.
So now, what's the cool? I heard about the vibrato, the trem. Should we just kind of hear that real quick?
Yeah, let's just hear it. There's a few little
I'm gonna be in the
specs on this tag here, but basically it's the panoramic. It's a 210. When you see the two V's, that indicates that it's a true stereo amp. 210s. It's EL84 tubes in this guy. They have their speakers custom made for them. Obviously, again, it's 210s.
Looks like something I find in Grandma's attic.
It's a beautiful little amp.
In a good way.
It's a good thing.
There's things I found in Grandma's attic that I don't want to
find. Let's hear it clean real quick before we do our riff, actually. And then let's hear that vibrato. Because the beauty of these amps, there's this pitch shifting vibrato. Oh, that's pretty, man. Play a little. Can I see that?
Yeah, you got the real riff.
And then will you hit
That's what I was trying to channel is
the
swamp rock CCR.
Will you hit this black switch while I'm playing so they can hear the difference between the tremolo and the?
Yeah, I can do that, Joe. It's like July 4th in here.
It's a little faster, isn't it?
Reminds me of my tour of duty in Vietnam. Tell me when I should hit that switch.
Let's hear it.
Right, it's just that little thing, right?
Yep.
Oh. Let's really, Yeah, ring out a couple, ring out some, we're not going to go back again, let it ring a little bit.
Couple chords.
Yeah. That's the vibro.
And then the trim.
Trem.
Ooh, it's nice trim. Nice trim.
Yeah,
huh?
just nice and warm. Sounds killer. Just very natural sounding, really good. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do riff of the week, man. That's a little quick mini riff. Swamp rock right there.
Little swamp rock.
What do you
That's a
think
good
for,
swamp rock.
For Zeppelin, are we doing the vibro or the? I don't know.
Yeah,
You
let's
put it
just
to where
do
you think.
straight up, and then let's do this pedal.
All right, we're gonna do the pedal. We're gonna do a living, loving Maid, I think. So we're gonna do this, but maybe we'll add this too. So it is like boom, boom, and then adding that pinky on the second string, 10th fret. And this is cool when you can always incorporate the open string. This is
Sure,
an
the open A. Yep.
We're doing A, so. I think this is how it goes. Go back to. Cool. So there it is.
Fun
So
riff. Mainly that first part, yeah.
It's all these guys. And then A, D, A. That's
Awesome.
all it is when you walk.
Power chords.
And then jump back here for that. You can look up the tab, but it's kind of cool. So anyway, that's a good thing to do. There we go.
Power chords, man.
Just back to power chords.
I got these
Get
new
back
ones. They're
to it.
called
It's good to revisit it.
shower chords.
Shower chords?
Shower chords.
That's on the next episode. Shower chords. Okay, there's Riff of the Week. Musical breakthroughs, people. Here's our next segment.
So I've been thinking, like, I've been practicing all these Grateful Dead and Ween songs, getting ready for my weekend gigs, and which is awesome because I mean I write songs, play original music, but
I write the songs that make the whole world. Sorry.
You go and learn a bunch of other, a huge amount of other songs, classic songs, and it sure does help you with all that other original stuff. So
Yeah.
that's one of them. But the other thing is just the power of simplicity. You know, if you're having to play a ton of different solos and this and that, you don't want to sit there and do this, busy it up and clutter it up and this pre-programmed crap and your little solos. Maybe you just want to grab that vocal melody and make that your solo, or make that at least your way into the solo. So think about that. Think about the vocal melody. Think about just fewer notes, more melodic.
Yeah.
Always. And then like the concept of playing like a horn player too. Because on guitar you can just keep go, no breaths, and it can be a bit exhausting.
Right, we get into this pattern playing and kind of this
and these patterns
ruts of that. You get easy ruts doing that.
Fast playing, and sometimes that
people
ends
always
up just cluttering it, right?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, listen to horn players and play that. You always hear that. It's true though.
Take a breath and listen to your
they're
drummer.
breathing,
Listen to
they're
what the rhythm section's doing, and try to let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Yeah, don't get too busy.
Yeah.
Just kind of go with the feel and the vibe.
Simple melodic playing, not worrying about showing everybody how fast you are, how smart you are. Just like be melodic, have feel.
Musical,
yeah.
Yeah, and horn players do that. Just vocal lines, like you said.
Play like a vocalist, play like a horn player.
Don't cry now.
Yeah. And then also, power chords and pentatonic scales. Nothing wrong with that. That goes back to simplicity too.
We talked about earlier in the Riff of the Week. Just going back to power chords and mess around with that. Mix it up a little bit.
Take a few things away and then add them back.
Yeah, put them in. If you're doing other stuff, revisit the old stuff and see where you can create in there. I don't know. All those little things.
All that.
Yeah, and there you go. Put that in your bong and smoke it.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Bridger Brewing.
That was our musical breakthrough.
Woo!
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
And
it's going to be after Halloween when you see this.
Magnatone. These amps are killer. Check them out.
Yeah, check out the Magnatones.
We got the Fender things. What are they? Vintera.
Vintera.
Vintage
era.
They're really killer too. We have them all at Music Villa. Check our website. We have used gear. We have
These are sweet. They all have deluxe gig bags with them. Check the specs. They're sweet.
Yeah. Very cool. Thanks, guys. Take care. See
Thanks,
you
everyone.
next time.